everyone, Jessica here from Jailworker Dog and Pet Intel. This morning I'm on my way for interviews at the Centretown Community Health Center for our Bridge Therapy Dog program through Pet Intel. This is a pilot project. We are really happy with how it's turning out. There are a number of things that make this program very unique. I'm going to tell you about a few of them. One is that we are sourcing dogs that have been either assessed, trained, or are being monitored by Pet Intel. So working with previous clients of mine or current clients of mine. So I know those dogs very well, and we are very aware of those dogs having a high skill level to be able to work in this capacity. And they are going to be monitored on an ongoing basis. The other thing about these dogs is that this would not be their primary career, meaning that they may have started in another career, for instance, service dog training. Potentially they retired out from that work. Maybe it wasn't a good fit for them, but those dogs are now transitioning into therapy dog work. It could go the other way around, where we have dogs who are being trained to be service dogs and they need a little bit more exposure into the community and in public spaces without sort of the high level demand of service dog conduct. So they may be working in this program as well for a period of time. The other thing, we'll have dogs who are also working as therapy dogs or facility dogs in other contexts, maybe private practice, maybe in other organizations. So they will have, already a high level of skill coming into the program. The other thing that's really unique about this program is that we will have 2 handlers per dog. So that means that they are both trained to handle that specific dog, and they can switch off back and forth. And they aren't necessarily the dog's guardian. So the dog's guardian may be involved in the process, but they still have to go through our protocols as well to become therapy dog handlers. So that being said, we are now doing those volunteer interviews. Once those volunteers have been selected, they will go through an online program and an onboarding program for the actual center itself. And the online program is a certification for volunteer therapy dog handler. Once they've gone through that, then they will undergo 4 in-person afternoon lessons. So meaning that it's a fairly intensive program. They're also going to get to know the dog that they're being matched with very well, and that's where we involve the guardian of the dog, so that they also have a little bit of a say in who's going to be handling their dog, and they get an opportunity to teach that individual about all of their dog's quirks and all of their dog's personality traits. So what do these dogs do once they are in the working capacity doing therapy dog work in the center? Well, they do a bunch of different things. They work within the programs that are in the center, so they may visit the programs. We have a system within the center that helps us to identify if the dog is wanted in that program that specific day that the dog is on premises. They also do a walkabout, so they're just present in the building and they're able to be interacted with. People can flag them down, people can have opportunities to interact with the dog. We will go around and we will engage the public who are in the center, maybe in the lobbies and in the hallways. Even staff sometimes want to interact with the dog, or often want to interact with the dog. And then the other thing is we have office hours. So we have a beautiful room where we have yoga mats on the floor. We even have coloring stations with educational dog themed coloring books, some doggy YouTube on TV with classical music. And we know that the dog is going to be in that environment for a period of time, so people can just stop in and get some of their own therapy time with the dog, maybe have a little bit longer of a session and have some quiet time and get a little bit more comfortable with the dog in a private and controlled setting.